I'm Red Hawk, and I'm the president. I'm Red Hawk.
More as we go to the VIN in a second, but in the meantime, let's pop the hood and see how much of this is correctly presented. And a lot of stock stuff going on right here. A Glen Ray aluminum radiator, and Glen Ray is a company that makes reproductions that look factory, but they're lighter and they're way better than any Chrysler radiator ever was. Got some headers on it, which is fine with me. And of course, the mighty Shaker hood right there, N96. And this car does not have a trim tag, so we don't know if it was born with the Shaker or not. The Shaker was available on a 340 in 1970. And of course, 1970, first year for the Barracuda and the Cuda. Plymouth's first effort to take on the Camaro game to game, replacing the A-body based Barracuda, the glass backs and stuff of the earlier 60s and mid 60s. But this one here, we go to the VIN and we can see on the door, the VIN reads, and this of course 1970 first year for the stick-on VINs. We got right here, we have BS23HO. So BS23 means it's a Cuda, H is a 340 car. Nothing wrong with that, 275 net horsepower. Pretty potent stuff. In 1970, of course, model year. Now inside, something for the first year is the pistol grip 4-speed manual transmission, the A833 4-speed, the best transmission to have behind any self-respecting V8, and especially when that Shaker is wobbling away under the hood at a green light or something. Dump the clutch and watch the Shaker twitch when you put it in first, and then second gear, power shift third, and the hood does a whole little quiver. It's pretty cool. Now this again is the first year for the E-body Barracuda, and the Challenger was also an E-body for Dodge, their Challenger. Different wheelbase. These are slightly longer wheelbase, about 2 inches longer than a Challenger. But again, this one is a great example of the 440 graphic on the back. And this was a 340 car but I'll take another 100 cubic inches with a smile any day, any night. And of course, this is the Go ring on the back, a factory option right there. Probably a reproduction right here, but it's got the right aluminum upright struts right there. And inside the trunk, the Space Saver spare right there. It's not Freon, but it's something kind of like that. You would use that to inflate the temporary spare right here. And if you get a flat tire or something like that, you'd be good to go within a couple of miles. And you even have a floor jack. All that stuff is present and accounted for. And here's a tire changing logo right here. And pretty cool. Limited slip differential on this one here, and which we are actually looking at. Let's see. This one does have the elastomeric bumpers, and that is that's an 8 3/4. It's not a Dana 60, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's probably the original 8 3/4. Not a bad axle at all behind a 440 or even a larger engine. They're pretty tough. And basically, there's great lines, beautiful restoration on this one. The black vinyl top adds a touch of luxury and class to the pony car. So there's the big question: 1970. Which one you've gotten? The first year Cuda, the second year GTO Judge, the first year Challenger RT, or the second year Boss 3.0.
An original cast member of Red Hawk, and my body is filled with very hot red fire, and I also roar really loud until the seventh heaven.